Welcome to the Stoic Path. In today's video, we bring you 7 powerful teachings from the greatest Stoic philosophers. These are timeless ideas that can transform the way you think and live. Let's begin. What if wealth isn't about how much you acquire, but how you receive what comes? Epictetus lived during the Roman Empire, a time of extreme inequality. Born a slave, he became one of history's most profound philosophers, teaching that true freedom emerges not from possessions, but from our internal response to circumstances. Remember that you must behave in life as at a dinner party. Is anything brought around to you? Put out your hand and take your share with moderation. Does it pass by you? Don't stop it. Has it not yet come? Don't stretch your desire towards it, but wait till it reaches you. Imagine a dinner party where you don't desperately grab or obsess over what others receive. Some plates pass you by. Some delicacies arrive unexpectedly. The Stoic wisdom is to accept what comes without anxiety or grasping. Wealth isn't accumulation, it's gratitude. Contentment isn't having everything, but wanting what you have. Mastery is knowing the difference between what you can control and what you cannot. What defines true wealth? Not the size of your bank account, but the richness of your inner world. Ancient philosophers like Seneca understood something profound about human desire. In a world obsessed with material possessions, they sought wisdom beyond mere accumulation. Seneca lived during the Roman Empire, a time of extreme inequality where some had everything and most had nothing. Believe me, that was a great man who had merely a clay lamp, and yet the man who first bought one thought himself happy enough even without a lamp. Consider this. Today we chase the latest smartphone, the newest car, believing these objects will complete us. We work endless hours to acquire things that ultimately own us. But happiness isn't found in possessions. It's discovered in contentment, in understanding that enough is truly enough. Wealth is an internal state. Cultivate gratitude. Simplify. Recognize that your worth cannot be measured by what you own, but by who you are. What truly controls you? In the Roman Empire, Seneca watched powerful men chase wealth and status, believing these would grant freedom. Yet he saw something deeper. Most humans were prisoners of their own desires. Seneca challenged his contemporaries with a piercing observation. Show me a man who is not a slave. One is a slave to lust, another to greed, another to ambition, and all men are slaves to fear. Consider your own life. The executive working 80-hour weeks to prove her worth. The social media influencer constantly seeking validation. The investor obsessed with the next financial conquest. They're not free. They're trapped by internal chains, more powerful than any external constraint. True freedom isn't about money or achievement. It's about mastering your impulses, recognizing when fear or desire manipulates you, choosing your response, accepting what you cannot change, focusing on what you can control. Become the architect of your own mind. Is true wealth measured by what you own or by what you can live without? The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus lived during the Roman Empire, a time of extreme inequality. Born a slave, he ultimately became one of the most influential thinkers in human history. His experiences taught him that external circumstances do not define human potential. Epictetus proclaimed, "Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire." Imagine constantly chasing the next purchase, the next promotion, the next status symbol. Each acquisition promises satisfaction, yet satisfaction never arrives. The modern world bombards us with messages that more will make us happy. But happiness is not found in accumulation. It emerges from understanding your genuine needs versus manufactured wants. Wealth is an internal state. Mastery comes from recognizing that your desires do not control you. You control them. What if your deepest desires are actually trapping you? The ancient Stoics lived in a world of extreme inequality. Philosophers like Epictetus knew firsthand the brutal realities of wealth and poverty, having been a slave before becoming a renowned teacher. Epictetus wrote, "Remember that following desire promises the attainment of that of which you are desirous, and aversion promises the avoiding that to which you are averse. However, he who fails to obtain the object of his desire is disappointed, and he who incurs the object of his aversion is wretched." Consider how we chase money, status, possessions, believing they will bring happiness. Yet each acquired object leaves us wanting more. We torture ourselves with endless craving. The promotion, the bigger house, the next achievement. But true freedom comes from detaching from these external markers of success. Wealth is not what you own. Wealth is what you cannot be made to lose. What truly defines wealth in a world obsessed with material possession? Epictetus lived during the Roman Empire, a time of extreme inequality. Born a slave, he eventually became a renowned philosopher who understood deeply the difference between external circumstances and inner freedom. He wrote, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and, in one word, whatever are not our own actions." Consider this. Your bank account can vanish overnight. Your reputation can be destroyed by rumors. But your choices, your reactions, your inner character, these remain unbreakable. Wealth isn't about gold or status. Wealth is the ability to remain calm when chaos surrounds you. Wealth is maintaining dignity regardless of external conditions. True power resides in mastering yourself, not accumulating things that can be taken away. What truly defines wealth in a world obsessed with material excess? 2,000 years ago, Roman philosopher Seneca walked among the elite of the empire. Surrounded by immense riches and constant displays of status, he understood something profound about human desire. Wealth, he knew, was not about accumulation, but perspective. Seneca wrote, "He who has made a fair compact with poverty is rich." Consider the modern trap of endless consumption. We chase promotions by status symbols, fill our lives with things we believe will make us happy. Yet true richness emerges not from what we possess, but from our ability to be content with less. A person who can find joy in simplicity, who can look at their modest apartment, their basic meals, their functional clothing, and feel genuine gratitude, has discovered a wealth no bank account can match. Poverty is not a curse. It is a teacher. Embrace limitation, and you unlock freedom. If these teachings resonated with you, subscribe to the Stoic Path for daily Stoic wisdom. Remember, the obstacle is the way.